What up, guys? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. This is your boy Kizito. Welcome to KA Music Academy. I hope you guys are good. If this is your first time on my channel, please smash the subscribe button and smash the post notification bell. All right, welcome to my 10-day guitar beginner course. Okay, so in the course of 10 days, I'll be teaching you guys how to play the guitar and how to play simple songs. So basically knowing the basics about the guitar. All right, so without further ado, we're just going to get straight to it. Firstly, the things I'm going to cover in this lesson, we're going to learn 2 guitar chords, right? 2 major chords. And we're going to play one of my favorite songs. This is also a famous song. I'm sure you guys know this song. A song by Bob Marley. So this is something to look towards or forward to, okay? Right? Let's just get straight to it. Let me not waste your time. Get your guitars ready, your books ready. Let's jump into it. Alright guys, welcome. If you're a beginner, you are at the right place. Okay, so before we start anything, the first thing that we need to do is to learn how to tune the guitar. Not just learn, but you need to tune your guitar. So before you play anything, you have to tune your guitar. If you don't know how to tune your guitar, I have a link up here. Just click the link up here. It will help you. I have 2 videos or a video that will explain to you how to tune a guitar with a tuner or without a tuner. Okay, so just click on one of those videos, watch it real quick, tune your guitar fast. If you have a tuning app, better, pause the video, tune your guitar real quick. If you have a guitar clip-on tuner, better, tune it, and then let's start. Okay, so now the first thing I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to first explain the fretboard and what it does. Okay, what a fret is, the string, all the strings, how to count them, their names, and then we are going to jump straight into playing our first major chord. Okay, so today we'll be learning 2 major chords and we'll play a song with those 2 major chords. Okay, all right, so firstly, as you can see, there's spaces, right? These are called frets. So this is fret number 1. The distance between the nut and this fret metal here, that's the first fret. Then is your 2nd fret, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and it just goes on and on depending on how long the neck of your guitar is, okay? So this black thing here is a nut. I don't know if you can see properly, but it's the nut of the guitar. This is the head with your tuning pegs. All right, so now when you are counting or numbering the strings on the guitar, you start from the bottom. So this bottom one is the first string. So it starts 1, second one, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you have your frets, fret number 1, 2, 3, 4, and it just keeps going and going. Okay, now that I have explained that to you, the last thing I'll just do quickly is to tell you the names of the strings. Okay, so how I remember the names of all these 6 strings is I label them like this. So I start from the 6th one going all the way to the 1st one. All right, so E is for every, right? E is for every. So that's string number 6. Then string number 5 is A. So I use adult to remember A. So every adult. 6 is every, which is E. 5 is adult, which is A. Then the 4th one is dog, which is D. So E-A-D, every adult dog. And then your 3rd string is G, grows. Okay, so every adult dog grows. Then your 2nd string is B, which I remember B by saying barks. So every adult dog grows, barks. And then the last, which is the 1st string, is an E, so eats. So every, for 6th string, every, E, 5th string, adult, A, 4th string, dog, D, third string, grows, G, second string, barks, B, last string, which is your first string, eats, which is E. So every adult dog grows, barks, and eats. So please write that down. It's going to be important for you to know the names of these strings because it helps you understand the names of the alphabets on the frets, right? But we're not going to go into that now. That's a more in-depth lesson, okay? And if you want to book your first personal or private music lesson with me, please click the link up here or the link in the description to, go on the website and check out the lesson plans and the packages, whether you want to do online, whether you want to do in person, and if you're an international student outside Africa, we can always do online lessons, okay? So just click on the link up here, join us and join the family, okay? So that's the first part of the lesson. All right, so now that we've learned about the fretboard and the names of the guitar strings, okay? So the first chord that we're going to learn today is our D major, also known as the D chord, okay? So it would look and sound something like this. Okay? All right. Now, please listen closely, okay? If you can't hear me, I'm going to put up here the guitar chord charts, okay? And if you don't know how to read it, there's a link up here again, but I will explain. But if you want an in-depth video or lesson about the guitar chord charts, just click the link up here and it will take you to the video, okay? But for now, we're just going to focus on these two major chords, okay? So your D major chord. Now, how we get the D major chord is, so with guitar, we have finger number 1, 2, 3, and 4, okay? So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, finger number 1, which is your index finger, is going to play. So the chord starts on fret number 2 to fret number 3. So those are the two frets we're using for this chord. Okay? Now, finger number 1 is going to play the G string. Remember? Which is your third string. Okay? So the G string, which is your third string. So finger number 1 plays the G string on the second fret, which is on this fret. Okay? That's the first. Then finger number 2 plays the E string, which is the first string, the last string, this last one, okay, on fret number 2, so still on the same fret. Finger number 1, third string, second fret. Finger number 2, first string, second fret. And then lastly, finger number 3 on the second string of the third fret, okay, third fret here on the second string, okay? So when you play that, now the way that you strum that is when you strum that, you strum from string number 4 going down. So you strum from your D string because you're playing the D major chord. You strum from your D string going down. As you can see on the chord chart, you will see a circle and you will see an X on this side when you're reading it. So the X means you don't play that string or the open string, but when it's just a small circle, it means you play the open string, okay? So this is how you play your D major chord. And sometimes your chords might not be clear, they might sound like this. Can you hear that? So normally when it sounds like that, it means two things, okay? It means you're not playing close enough to the end of the frets. That's the first one. Or secondly, you're not pressing hard enough. I know it's not easy because when you're a guitarist, you can see the lines. So you get blisters, right? So the best way to know that you're playing the chords right is if it hurts. You know, okay, yeah, I'm definitely playing the right chords and the right way, okay? So you just have to press them hard enough and make sure you are playing them clearly. So you pick each and every string one by one from fourth string going to the first string. So you go slowly, you hear it's clear, see it's not that clear, so you press it, see now it's clear, not that clear, now it's clear, clear, and And that's your D major chord. Okay. Now, we are going to learn the last major chord, and then we're going to move forward to playing the song. Okay? Alright, so now that we've learned our D major chord, right? Now we're going to move on to learn our next major chord, which is the G major chord. Okay, so there's a lot of ways to play this. Okay? But the way I'm going to show you, I'm going to have the chord charts here, right? So, depending on what guitar you're using, you can see with the electric guitar, the lead guitar, the neck is shorter, right? Compared to like your acoustic guitar, your Spanish guitar, which has a thicker neck. But to play your G major chord, I'll show you the easiest way that most people use, okay, for beginners, all right? So, now the same thing with your G major chord, we are going to use the same frets, fret number 2 and fret number 3, okay? So fret number 2 and fret number 3, okay? So now to start with your G chord, finger number 1, which is your index, is going to play on fret number 2, string number 5, which is your A string. Remember, every adult, okay? So the adult, the A string, finger number 1 will play there. And then your 6th string, which is your every, your finger number 2 is going to play there. So far it should be like this, right? Good. Now, lastly, your ring finger, all right, is going to play on your E string, also the 1st string, which is you eats, okay? Every adult dog grows, barks, and eats. So that's the 1st string, the tiniest last string, okay? But it will play on the same fret as your middle finger, so which is on the 3rd fret. So let me do it again. Finger number 1, 2nd fret, 5th string. Finger number 2, 3rd fret, 6th string. Finger number 3, which is your ring finger, 1st string, 3rd fret. So your middle finger your middle finger and your ring finger should play on the same fret, okay? And when you play, this should sound like this, okay? And with this one, you strum each and every single string on this chord, so you can go one by one to make sure each chord is clear. Each string is clear, okay? There we go. So your G should also sound like this. If it doesn't sound like this, then it means you did not tune your guitar well, because this is the standard tuning, okay? You need to make sure your guitar is tuned. But this is your G. And then you have your D major chord. And then back to your G major chord. Then your D major chord. Back to your G major chord. Alright? So the song that we're going to play is going to need these 2 chords, okay? And now just a quick tip before we play the song. The quick tip would be, if you want to learn how to change your chords faster, there's another video on that here. But for the sake of the beginner course, the 10-day guitar beginner course lessons, I'll just give you an example. So if you want to learn how to change chords faster, what I would suggest you do is, say for example, you strum your D, then you count 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. And while you're counting the 4 in between the break, you are using that space to figure out where your next chord is. Then you play G, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you go back to D, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this works for any chord you are starting to learn. It helps you move between the chords, and then before you know it, you can play the chords faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, Okay? Now, let's move on to the section where we learn how to play the song, and that would be the lesson for today. Okay, so now that we know how to play our D major chord or your D and your G major chord or your G, now the song that we're going to use these two chords to play is a song by Bob Marley, like I told you in the beginning of the lesson. And the song is called Lively Up Yourself. Okay, so it's a reggae song. Lively up yourself. I'm sure you guys know it. If you don't know it, my heart is broken. How can you guys do this? He's one of the legends, you know. You should know this guy, if not at least one of his songs. But okay, so this song is called Lively Up Yourself by Bob Marley, and it uses these two chords. Okay, so now we're only gonna strum each chord once, but we're gonna count till 2 for each chord. Okay, I'll show you an example. Don't get confused. So for your D, you're gonna strum from your 4th string. Lively up your. Then you go to G. So 1, 2. Then G. 1, 2. Back to D. 1, 2. 1, 2. Let's go. Lively up yourself, for reggae is another thing. Da-dun, da-da-dun, da. Can you hear? Da-dun, dun, dun, da-da-da. So the basic strumming pattern that we'll use for this, because you're a beginner, is just to strum down. So you strum down. As soon as you strum down, that's 1, 2. Then you change 1, 2. Back 1, 2. Again 1, 2. But a link to the song will be here, so you can kind of listen to the song and hear the groove. But in more advanced lessons, when you do decide to have your private music lessons with me, it will be easier because I can teach you like the reggae strumming pattern and all that stuff. So you're gonna get there. But for now, let's focus on you playing these two chords and just strumming and getting the counting right or so. So let's do that again before we end the video. So D chord, 1, 2, G, 1, 2, D, 1, 2, G, 1, 2, D. Lively up yourself. Na, 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 na. You done, so you done, done. Da, 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 da. And there you have it. So that's the video for today. That's lesson number 1. If you really do feel like you're at the point where you want to better your music journey or just learn properly and have more time to yourself, please click the link up here, check out our website and join the family. Start your first private lesson today. And if this video was helpful, please like, comment, share and subscribe. I will see you in lesson 2.